So I just wanted to hop on here. It is Monday and it is already 11. Luca has already gone down for his first nap. We're having lunch really quick before PT comes over for the very last time. We'll have to be transitioning to like over the internet PT once we move, because PT is not, we're moving out of the county and PT is not in home and out of Duval anymore. So, or not anymore, just they haven't started it in home in our new county. So anyhow, I am heating up my lunch. Luca's having a snack pack right now. We'll maybe see if he's still hungry after that and figure out anything else. But I have gotten most of the kitchen packed up except for stuff that I think we may be using in the next few days. Is the only stuff that I've left out. So it's wild. It's wild. So anyhow, that is what I've been up to today so far for the day. I think I may have to go grab a ranch from the box that I just packed, but I'm gonna eat lunch really quick. Luca is smashing that snack pack like he is starving, so I'm probably gonna have to figure out something else to give him for lunch. Oh, I can give him some pizza. Okay. So yeah, that's what I'm up to. We're gonna do PT, and then hopefully, it's almost gone. Hopefully after PT, I'll be able to sneak in a little tiny nap for Luca before we have to go to the hospital for his next appointment for the day, which is with his neurologist. And maybe after that, I'll catch up with you guys, let you guys know how that went, and give you guys more of an update on, I don't think I'm going to be able to pack anything else today, but I packed a lot today. I got dishes and breakable stuff that I knew we weren't going to be using like this coming week, all packed. I got appliances like my rice maker and what else? Oh, my food processor, stuff like that, packed because I knew I wasn't going to be using it this coming week. I'm just going to do real simple meals this week. Like tonight, I'm just going to do air fried chicken, I believe, and some side. I was thinking maybe carrots, maybe like some cinnamon carrots or something. So we are, that is not going to be enough ranch. We are just packing away. What are you doing? Do you have the hiccups? Do you have the hiccups? Yeah. Super exciting news. Luca just graduated from neurology, so we have one less doctor now that we have to do routine appointments with. So, super exciting. All right, we are back home. Kevin already left and went to go teach tonight. We are cooking dinner really quick. So I've got 2 chicken breasts in the air fryer. I did them a little differently than I normally do. I actually sprayed them with some like cooking spray to finish them off, but I did the exact same flavors that I did last night. I did my like holy grail of flavors that I normally put on like any kind of meat, which is onion powder, garlic powder, pepper, and then I added the shake ranch, and then I topped it with cooking spray, put it in at 375 for 15 minutes, but I just checked them and they're not fully cooked yet, so I put them in for an additional 5 minutes. And then for today's side, I made glazed carrots, which I made them for the very first time today, so we'll see how they are. So yeah, that's them. But I just have stuff left out that I think we may use this week. But all of our cabinets are quickly emptying. My Holy Grail spices. I still need to get that stuff down, but keeping him alive with some veggie straws while we wait for dinner to finish. But I'm so proud of him for graduating neurology. I wasn't expecting that today. So, wow. I expected to be having to see the neurologist for a pretty long time. So for him to graduate, it's like slightly mind-blowing to me, but I'm very happy because that's one less doctor in rotation we have to do. So this is Kevin's dinner and I'm about to pack up. It's done cooling off. Luke and I just finished our dinner. He had everything I had plus some veggie straws. He's finishing up his chicken now. He had some chicken because she's a little beggar. Good morning, guys. It is Tuesday and I'm out here in the garage. Luca is down for his first nap, and yesterday I got a decent amount of the kitchen packed. My plan for today is Kevin, it is kind of chilly out here in my garage at least. I don't think it's cold outside, and I think if I up my garage it would probably be better. I may up my garage to see if it'll warm up. But Kevin brought me home this, which is going to assist me in the corners of our cabinets, getting them sanded. So my goal today is to finish the sanding. And then Kevin's supposed to pick up my primer today. We'll see if he does it or not. And then I'm hoping to also prime this week so I can get a move on of these. My goal would be to get these moved this weekend, to get these painted sometime also this week. Ron just drove by in my grandpa's car. How weird. I'm not sure like how long paint needs to dry before you can like put on the next step, but I'm also hoping it's going to be warm enough this week, which I think it is going to be. I think today's high is like in the 80s, so that's good because I know paint doesn't necessarily dry and cure when it's cold, so at least that's in our favor and working for us. But my goal is to get this done so I can get moved over to the house this weekend, because I'm hoping we're going to be, my plan is to be living in the new house this coming weekend. So my goal is to move all of our shit there this weekend also with my dad. So I'm going to, oh, there's like a dial on the side and I don't know what that means. There's an on-off switch. I thought it was that simple. We'll see. Kevin didn't really go over this with me. He was just like, this is how you turn it on. You're good. And I was like, okay. So anyhow, I'm gonna take this rag and kind of, hello. I'm gonna take you guys with me, but I'm just gonna, ew. I do not like how microfiber feels. I just wanted to like get the dust off. So I think I'm gonna have to sand and then we're going to have to clean afterwards before I start painting. So let's time lapse and see how this works. All right, y'all. These are officially the best that they're going to be. I don't care that there are some spots where you can still see it. It's going to stay that way because I am over sanding. I am 100% freaking done with sanding. I don't want to have to sand again for the foreseeable future. I am done. So I'm glad that I didn't want to sand down this whole freaking thing, because absolutely not. I do like that. So that little sander, I like that it doesn't kick up the sawdust like the other sander does that I use, because I'm not covered in sawdust using this one. From like wiping it off and stuff, I got some on my pants, but it's not like how I was when I used the big sander. So I like that, but that one did jiggle my hands, and it's making my hands feel like tingly from holding on to it, because it vibrates a little bit like stronger or deeper than the other one did. So anyhow, now my plan is to come out here during Luca's second nap, and I'm almost like, do I want to take a shower now while he's sleeping before I come out here and then wash all of this back down? Or do I want to wait and take a shower until after I clean this? Because there is still going to be like some sand, not sandpaper, but there's still going to be some like wood shavings that are flying around. But I don't think it's going to be as bad. I don't know. All right, so he has been taking like hour naps. So I'm just going to, I went and got some water. I'm going to use a dust lint free cloth, and I'm going to wipe everything down really quick just with a thing of water. That way it'll be done and I'll be done out here for the day, and then I can focus on something else later. I got all the pieces wiped down that needed to be wiped down, and came inside, got a really quick shower so I could be clean for when Luca wakes up and I don't get any kind of like sawdust or anything on him. So now it is ready to be primed. I almost said prepped, and I was like, wait, that's what I'm literally doing right now. So I slightly regret choosing to sand those tops, but I think I'm gonna end up liking it in the long run. I just regret having to do it. It wouldn't have been bad if the walls of the bookcase weren't there, but because the walls were there, that's what made it the most pain in the ass to do. Because the other piece that had no walls, the middle piece that's just flat, super simple, super quick to do, flawless. The walls add a whole nother thing to it. So, but I'm glad that that part is done. Now we just have to paint, prime and paint. So now I'm like, what do I do during Luca's second nap? I'm like, what is there left to pack? The kitchen's packed. There's some other small stuff in the kitchen I could pack, so I may pack that stuff up. I need to collapse this play yard because we're not actually using it, so I may do that really quick. And then I don't know. Luca's room needs to be packed, but it's kind of hard to pack Luca's room with Luca because he doesn't really want to like just play in his crib and hang out. So I don't know, I may be able to like bring some toys in there in a little bit, maybe when he wakes up. We'll see. All right, that has now been collapsed down. That was a little interesting to try to figure out how it collapsed because I kind of forgot. So anyhow, that's all ready to go and it can be packed up. I'll probably move it into the front room in a little bit and put his mat in its little holder, which is right here. But Nico's like, what the hell? There's so much room in here now. All right, well, I came in here to get Luca out of his crib and I got one box kind of packed of his hanging clothes in his closet, his boppy, some shelves that were underneath his bed, and just random stuff that I was able to throw together real quick. So that got packed. Huh. Yeah. I'm like going around, Luca's down for a second nap. I'm going around and I'm looking at what we have left. And really I'm getting to the point where I can't really pack anything else. I can start like moving some things into the front room if I can do it quietly, but we're getting to the point where I can't really like pack much of anything else because everything that's left that we're taking that's unpacked is things that we're going to use daily. So I'm like, at this point, I'm really at a loss of what else to do, what else to pack. I think I can put like a mix match box together of some random kitchen stuff that is in here that didn't make it into any kind of boxes. But other than that, like I cleaned the fridge out today. It didn't have much in it that needed to be cleaned out, but we had like a sauce shelf, like sauces that you get from like McDonald's or Burger King, Chick-fil-A, all that kind of stuff that I hoarded. And we were like slowly working through it, but stuff at the bottom was just not getting used and definitely went bad. So I purged all of that and just kept what I knew was brand new, which wasn't that many. So I'm like, I can't box up our pots and pans yet because I'm still gonna be cooking this week. I can bring Luca's play yard that I like collapsed into the front room. I can bring our fan that we got for our wedding into the front room. Spin needs to be moved. So I'm just like, I'm slowly running out of things to do, like packing wise, which is exciting, but also I'm like, I'm just ready to be at the new house. All right, I just went through my list one last time and knocked off the couple things that were left here in the kitchen. And the very last thing that we have to pack is pretty much Luca's room. Everything else is stuff that we're using every day. So whatever day we decide to move, whether that be Friday or Saturday, I need to check the weather again. That's the day that I'll pack all of the random stuff up, and then I'll probably do that in the morning, like during his first nap. And then after that, we should be able to take this whole load over. It's really not that much. So that's exciting. All right, so not great news. Kevin got called to, so last night Kevin had to go to like a call down in St. Augustine after he got done teaching. Well, he was supposed to come home. We were supposed to go to the bank and sign some papers. He just got another call that he has to go back down to St. Augustine, so he's getting off work, going to St. Augustine again. Tonight was his only night off, which is fucking annoying. But that means that I have no help tonight, which I thought I was going to have a little help. So therefore, I'm not going to film dinner, but I will let you guys know how it turns out. And if it does turn out good, it'll be added to our recipe book, and then I will make it again soon for you guys. Okay, so it was good, but I made way too much for myself. Kevin's, it's all packed up, the dishes are done. I made Luca homemade mac and cheese, but I accidentally used too much cheese and it made it like stringy and it freaked him out. He was like so unsure because it was so stringy. It wasn't like normal mac and cheese where like you pull the noodles apart from each other and like the string breaks. This string was like 6 inches long and it was sticking to his hands and he was panicking. So he did not end up eating mac and cheese. We threw that out. I made a little small batch of it, and then I just have his plain noodles, his extra plain noodles in the fridge, so I can do something with those later. But he had a emergency food pack that we have in the bottom of the fridge, and he had Cheerios, but that was fine because for lunch he ended up having a grilled cheese sandwich and blueberries. So he's all good. He's eating his Cheerios. And soon it's going to be bath time because he did not take great naps today. So bedtime for him is going to be a little bit earlier, which works out for me. The carbonara was decently good. I think I made it right. I've never made carbonara before, and I just went off of a damn Facebook post that I screenshotted that someone had written in some group that I was in. So it was decent. I think the kielbasa in it was the best part. So I'll have to see what Kevin thinks of it tonight. I'm hoping he's gonna get home, had a decent time, but we'll see. Last night he did not get home until 4 a.m. and then he woke up at 7 and left and went to work. So they are working him around. So anyhow, hopefully he'll get home in a decent time tonight and I can see him and we can get his take on the meal. But if not, I'll just update you guys in the next vlog what he thought. But his has kielbasa, bacon, and then I had a little bit of chicken breast left over from last night, so I shredded that and I put it in his too to get rid of it because he will happily eat that. So, oh, and then I also made his with his skinny noodles. I think there's trash on top of the bag now. There is, but if you just Google skinny noodles, it should come up. They're like, I think they're plant-based noodles or something. So Lucas almost done with his Cheerios, so I'm gonna go ahead and hop off here, check what time his app says to go to bed, and then we're gonna do bath time, and I'm probably gonna start editing this vlog.